Apparently I missed the draft link. I apologize to everybody. Apparently the draft link did go out and I just did not see it. And they thought we were good to go. So for the Twitch chat viewers who want to know while they set up the game, I will go ahead and transition to the completed draft. So there is the completed draft for the game. So at least you guys can check it out. So, cool. All right, well, draft is done. I love me some Diablo. So, there's that. We got Diablo, Ragnaros, Jaina, Zarya, Brightwing against Muradin, Tyrael, Falstad, Rhaegar, and Kerrigan. This should be an interesting game. On Infernal Shrines, which has always been one of my favorite maps. So I'm looking forward to this game. And I'll go ahead and set this down since I clearly don't need to write this down today, or this time. I will come and get the draft link later. Okay. So just waiting on a couple players to enter the lobby, and then we are good to go with the actual game. I think looking at the two drafts, I'm going to say they both drafted equally. I think I might give a slight edge to PVG here. But still a solid game. Just waiting for both teams to ready up, and we'll load into the game, and we'll we'll get this final game of the lower bracket underway. Looks like we did have a disconnect on the lobby. I'm not sure if he can get back in here. Oh, heroes. There are days when you just have bad connection issues. Alright, they're just working out this last player, and then we'll get into the game and go through who's playing what and see who's going to move on to face Trademark Gaming. There we go. Custom game. So much fun when someone disconnects. Alright, looks like everybody's ready. So, let's go ahead and get this game loading. And we'll get started. Okay, On the red team, which is PVG, we have TEO3 on the Kerrigan, Omthod on Muradin, Death's Wolf on Rhaegar, Tabiz on Tyrael, and Brighto on Falstad. For Senix, we have Senix Asusaki on Ragnaros, Grim on Zarya, Dayuni on the Brightwing, Atara on Jaina, and Stu Manchu on Diablo. Stu Manchu, I have to throw this out to you. I love your name. Great name, my man. Great name. Infernal Shrines is a map that I personally love. It's probably my second favorite map, close to Towers of Doom. There are a lot of different ways you can play this map, and it's always interesting to see each team take it a different direction. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams play it. But here we go with Senix versus Pure Vita Gaming.
Prepare for battle, mortals. The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Looks like we're going to start off with a traditional 5-on-5 in the middle.
They came here to die.
Everybody coming in, looking to die right away. Zarya with the long-range grenade, checking the bush right away. Both teams just kind of posturing around, taking a look. Nobody's really willing to engage yet. Murden steps in a little, and here we go, throwing spells at each other, but nobody really looking to end everybody. First set of red mobs is down, minions, so everybody looks to be splitting, and it looks like we are going to do a 4-man rotation on the side of Senix. And it looks like we're going to be doing the same on the side of PVG. Senix just slightly ahead of PVG in their rotations right now, though. Brightwing sitting in the bush because he doesn't need to be in there. Scouting the other team as they come out, just giving a little more vision to his compatriots on Senix. Meanwhile, Diablo going up top to help Rag out, and maybe they're going to get a kill here on the Falstad if they can get him to extend a little bit further out. Meanwhile, the remaining 3 members of Senix are continuing their rotations, and the other 4 members of PVG are continuing theirs. At this point, I think Falstad knows he might be in trouble, but there it is. Diablo running in, perfectly timing his E, and it looks like this may end up being a dead Falstad. Yep, great timing on getting that kill there. It looks like the other 4 members of PVG are rotating up because of their fallen compatriot, along with the shrine activating in the top lane. Doesn't look like anybody's ready to start said shrine yet. Just posturing around the top lane and killing some minions. Both teams, PVG looking like they just want to soak core before they go in. Senix just a little bit later getting up, but they did pick off Rhaegar there, which is going to help tremendously on securing this shrine. So at this point, I'm not sure whether PVG really wants to try and push any contest or just cede over the shrine to Senix. But between Diablo and Ragnaros, they're getting little minions killed pretty quickly. And Diablo in a great spot right now to scout when the other team comes in. And it looks like PVG does want to contest this at this point. I'm not sure with a 28-1 lead if they're going to be able to do it. But Kerrigan is a beast on this map. So maybe she'll be able to help them secure a bunch of minion kills. Meanwhile, Diablo is sitting at about half health, but Falstad, isolated alone up top, ends up dying right away. Muradin looking pretty low. It looks like they want to pick him off, but they're not going to be able to. Meanwhile, Kerrigan caught between all of the members of PVG, all the members of Senix standing between her and her team PVG, and they're not going to be able to do anything there. So Senix has the Mortar Punisher. He's coming out, and it looks like PVG is going to be able to bait him over the wall. However, their wall is pretty low already, and Senix is already in with that Mortar Punisher. So not going to be able to save this fort. This fort should go down along with the tower and mountain. And if they're not careful, one of them. One more jump from John Cena could stun somebody in the wrong place and end up letting Senix get a kill there as well. But satisfied with what they got by eliminating the entire top lane up to the keep wall, they are going to go ahead and pull back and start soaking again. Meanwhile, Brightwing has been bottom lane trying to keep Falstad from taking over. And it looks like they may come in and try and engage here. Set up for a little bush party and go in. Or they're going to steal the shamans. When not being contested at this point with level 7 versus level 6. Stealing the shamans absolutely makes sense. I think at first they were looking for a bush party and then realized that PVG was just going to give them the shaman camp, and so they took it. Meanwhile, everybody's splitting up, and Brightwing looks like he's going to take the bottom siege giant camp by himself. Jaina and Zarya are mid lane. Well, Zarya is. Jaina is actually going to go assist Diablo and Ragnaros in taking out their shaman camp, so that both top lane shaman camps are pushing. Meanwhile, Brightwing did get pushed off the Giants and is back in lane against Falstad. Neither team really looking for a fight here. Senix looks like they're just trying to get 10. But if they find a fight, they will take a fight. And that could have been a dead Falstad, but he was able to barrel roll away. Meanwhile, the rest of his team collapses on Senix and looks to try and get a kill here, but a well-timed cleanse means Diablo wasn't stunned. And looks like we're going to get a mid lane shrine. Ragnaros already in position up there mid lane, but he needs to be careful or he might find himself on the wrong way of the 1v4. Yes, I'm sorry, Arduous Bow. I messed up not seeing the link, and so we missed out on the draft itself. Meanwhile, Senix is going to clear middle lane, and it looks like they are ready to start the shrine, which is going to be a Arcane Punisher. Arcane John Cena, always my favorite John Cena to see. And they're getting a healthy lead here. That's 22 minions to 0 minions, and they have their ultimates. And we're going to go into the fight. APOC just absolutely deleting that Kerrigan after the Diablo stun against the wall. And not content to stop there, it looks like they're going to go ahead and push in on this lane. Which absolutely makes sense. Ragnaros can finish the last 9 minions by himself, and if they push in carefully, they might even be able to get this keep wall or this front wall down before John Cena gets there.
Blue team has summoned an Arcane Punisher.
And are they going to be able to bait? Yep, they did get it baited over the wall, but the wall's already down. And Mergen found himself in a bad place, but was able to escape. Fortunately, that Ring of Frost went down. It did not connect with anybody, but it did zone the other team away, allowing them to get the fort, get a John Cena stun in front of the gate, and now pushing in and trying to just keep the gate down. 9 versus 12, and they did just get a Kerrigan kill, so they're looking to push all the way through, and they might even get the keep here if they continue on. Ragnaros has already taken over the previous fort location, and that's going to be a Diablo flip into a kill on Tyrael. And that's going to cost them the keep. Zarya's in there doing decent damage, and they're all zoned away. They can't stop that keep. So that's going to be a 8-minute keep, 13 versus 10, and now catapults are going to be pushing middle lane. Now, where to go next? That's the question they're asking themselves right now. Clear out this bottom lane. This camp is up, bottom camp is up in 15. They do have Diablo, so they could engage on this Tyrael if they wanted to. But it looks like they're just going to keep the lane clear and then either try to get bottom camp or try to get a pick here. Pushing the bottom lane and looking to either get a pick or at least a score, which should not be a problem to get done here. Yep, and there goes the fort. Still getting lots of value. They're still up. Full, looks like, let's call it 2 levels. And engaging, looking to take this wall possibly. Oh yeah, they want the wall and they're going to take it. Meanwhile, Falstad is top lane trying to do something and turn everything around. And he might get this fort, but 4v5, there's no reason that Senix can't keep pushing in. Now the shrine has gone active, so they could leave this, but oh man, they almost had that Murden kill. And there's Sank. They are blowing all their ultimates to try and get kills, and it is not working. 3 members down for PVG, and Senix is just taking that heat. That's 4 members down. All that stands is Falstad. I think we're going to see this be gained 16 versus now 13. And Falstad is not going to be enough to end this. Ragnaros is in the back, turning on his heat. And Falstad is trying to stop the damage with a full energy Zarya plus all the other damage they have. That is game. So well played to Senix. Well played to PVG. They had a number of games they had to win today to get to this point, and it looks like we are going to see a replay of TMG versus Senix